Saturday night, one that we all needed very badly. Our players needed it, program needed it, coaches needed it, coaches' wives needed it. It was coming off a 1-5 and playing a good football team. Texas State being 5-2 and 5-game winning streak and winning at McNeese and at Stephen F. Austin, they had really been playing well. So I'm very proud of our guys, proud of our coaches. I thought we had great game plans on both sides of the ball. Even though we gave up some big plays defensively, for the most part, we shut down their run game. That tailback was very, very fast, and if you give him a crease, he can really go. But we didn't allow them, after that first drive, we really didn't allow them to sustain any further drives. We got the ball back in good field position for our offense. Our offense scored on our first possession, and then also scored the first possession of the third quarter, which was huge. And we took care of the football. We were +2 in the turnover ratio, which y'all know has been a thorn in our side this year. So the big hit by Paris Stewart on the kickoff and recovering the football down there, which led to a field goal, and then the sack of their quarterback as they were driving in the fourth quarter by Frank Bryant, where he stripped the ball out. Those were both huge plays. We talked, our key word for the week was faith, and the definition of faith being belief in something that's unseen. We hadn't seen a win in a while, and so our kids rallied around that. We had great enthusiasm on the sideline for the entire football game. I thought Brian Young played very well, coming off a game at Northwestern State where pressure on him, he made some bad choices. In this ball game, I thought he made great choices. Even with pressure in his face, he made good throws and took some shots doing it, but played very well. And again, our receivers, for Corey Theodore with a 100-yard game, one of his best games he's ever played, and Brandon and Simi all played very well, and Sam Fairley both running the football and had a couple big-time catches on third down situations. Latron Weary ran very hard, having 3 touchdowns. Thought that our young offensive guards probably had their best game that they've played in their career. Corey Booth and Marshall Parrish did a really fine job, and we had challenged them going into the week that they were going to have to play well. Defensively, we gave them an odd front look. We had seen on video that they didn't like certain plays against an odd front, so we changed up some things during the week, and we were right. It took them out of some plays that they had normally been running against even fronts, and it limited some of the things that we had to see during the game. We had moved Kieron Jones from corner to free safety during the week because part of our problem had been tackling at the free safety position. So we moved Kieron back there, and he rewarded us with 11 tackles and played very well. Very proud of Kieron. And then also true freshman Tyler Stoddard had 11 tackles. We started David Durden out of the odd front. We gave David a start, his first start this year at an outside linebacker spot, and he had 10 tackles and played very well. So pleased with all those units. I thought that our punter, Matt McCormick, made a huge difference in the ballgame. He flipped the field twice with very big punts, which made Texas State have to drive the length of the field. And then on the fake punt that they tried there in the third quarter, just a huge individual effort by Tay Alford, coming up and making that play, tackle for a loss, to give us, again, the football down in close. Even though we didn't get points on that drive, if they would have made that conversion, it would have given them another opportunity to score. Central Arkansas, our longest trip of the year. We've got several things this week that we have to fight. We've got to fight the trip. We've got to battle the turf. We've got to battle the homecoming, and then on top of that, a good football team. We're going to leave here Friday at 6 a.m. They gave us, it's earlier than what we wanted to leave. We requested practice times there at Estes Stadium, and the only time they gave us was at 2 o'clock. So we're going to have to leave early to get there. We'll go straight to Conway, and because I wanted to practice, I wanted the kids to get used to seeing that turf before game day. So we'll go up there and run around on Friday, then come back to Little Rock and spend the night. They've got a very good football team. They've got a lot of weapons on offense. They'll rotate 3 different tailbacks at you. They've got 4 wide receivers that can really get up and go. They've got a transfer from Ole Miss by the name of Grandy that can really fly. He's really added something as far as speed to their passing game. And their quarterback, Nathan Dick, is playing very well right now, making good choices, good reads, and delivering the football. Defensively, you know, they killed us last year with takeaways. You know, and I saw again this week where that their free safety, Justin Love, who had the touchdown against us last year, had one last week against Lamar. So they probably got one of the best linebackers in the league with Frank Newsom at the middle linebacker, and then one of the best safeties in the league with Justin Love. So we're going to have to go up there and again take care of the football and see if we can get some takeaways and hopefully play well. Questions?